So the demand is high because we have children who are born with some corneal problems and opacities. Then we have young and adults and other people who have injuries to the eye, then they get infection, so they require corneal transplants. And then in the elderly age group also we have some inherent corneal diseases like corneal dystrophies where the cornea becomes weak, so they require corneal transplant. And finally some people who have trouble with the cataract surgeries, so from that also they do require corneal transplant. Another thing that we're doing at RP centers, we're making sure that the trainees are getting experience in good quality cataract surgery. So by minimizing the complications of cataract surgery also we can make sure that there is no corneal blindness. So when we use the word of bioengineering, it means a combination of biology and engineering. So when we talk about bioengineering and corneal blindness, we are working in two levels. One is bioengineered corneas, where the corneas, sometimes the corneas which are donated are not that healthy, that they do not have, they may be from a very aged person, the endothelium is not that functioning. So that cornea can be processed by bioengineering and made suitable for transplantation for people who require emergency surgeries or they require only a particular layer of the cornea. So the stroma of the cornea, the middle layer, sometimes becomes weak or in keratoconus or lamellar keratoplasties. So the benefit of the bioengineered cornea is corneas which were unsuitable. They can go through this bioengineering process. It is Dr. Saurabh Ghosh from IIT Delhi who has developed the bioreactor. We're working with him. So we have tried it and it has been supported by the Department of Health Research, the funding. And initially it was with DBT and now it's DHR. And this has successfully been transplanted and shown to be very safe in rabbits and then also in the lab, and now we have permission to have a limited clinical trial. So up to now we reached the process where we have been able to take the corneas which were otherwise being discarded because of either culture positive or not suitable because the endothelium was weak. So they have gone through this bioengineering process where the cells are removed and then they are put in a medium which restores the transparency, and they are sterile also, and then they can be kept for a long time, and then as suitable they can be transplanted. One more benefit of this cornea is because there are no cells, so when it is transplanted there is less immunological rejection, so there is less inflammation, but it is not a substitute for the full thickness cornea. So wherever patient requires the full cornea to be transplanted, this is not a substitute, but it is an additional tissue which can be available in remote areas, in emergency situations, it can be used. The other aspect of bioengineering is artificial intelligence. We are trying to use artificial intelligence to detect corneal opacities using simple smartphone, which can be used in the rural areas, and person can be told that is it advisable to go to a higher center or not. So this has been developed, Dr. Tavish, Dr. Nupur, and we are doing further work on that. And the third is sometimes children are born, as I mentioned, with a corneal problem, but it's technically very difficult to be sure whether it's glaucoma, corneal disease, or what it is. So there also even expert ophthalmologists sometimes have difficulty in differentiating and knowing what is to be done. So we are again using artificial intelligence to have better knowledge along with the genetic profile of such patients.